There's this moment that happens to brilliant people usually when they're young. Maybe in a classroom or at a dinner table when they realize they think differently. They solve the puzzle faster. They see the pattern everyone else missed. And for a brief shining second, it feels like a superpower. But what nobody tells you is that superpowers come with a price. We glorify intelligence in our culture. We celebrate the prodigies, the geniuses, the minds that can bend reality with their ideas. But we rarely talk about what it actually feels like to live inside one of those minds. The weight of it, the loneliness of it. Because here's the thing about being highly intelligent. The world wasn't built for you. Imagine being a kid who understands calculus while your classmates are still counting on their fingers. You're sitting there, bored out of your mind, and everyone thinks you're gifted. Lucky, even, but you're not feeling lucky. You're feeling isolated, different, like you're speaking a language nobody else can hear, and that feeling, it doesn't go away. Highly intelligent people often describe their minds like engines that never shut off. Thoughts cascade into more thoughts. Questions spiral into deeper questions. While most people can watch a movie and just enjoy it, someone with a racing mind is analyzing the cinematography, questioning the plot holes, connecting it to 3 different philosophical frameworks they read about last week. It's exhausting. But the real cost isn't just mental fatigue. It's something deeper, something that cuts right to the core of what it means to be human. It's the loneliness. You see, connection requires shared understanding. And when you process the world at a fundamentally different level than most people around you, genuine connection becomes rare, precious, sometimes impossible. You're at a party, and someone's telling a story, and you've already seen where it's going. You've anticipated the punchline, understood the subtext, noticed the contradiction they haven't realized they're making. And you have a choice. Do you engage authentically and risk making them feel small, or do you dim your light, nod along, and feel the hollowness of pretending? Most highly intelligent people choose the latter. They learn early to hide, to downplay, to make themselves smaller so others feel comfortable. And every time they do it, a little piece of them disappears. Psychologists call this existential isolation, the profound sense that no one truly understands your inner experience. And for people with high intelligence, it's not paranoia. It's often reality. Then there's the paradox of potential. Society sees your intelligence and immediately projects a future onto you. You'll be a doctor, a scientist, a CEO, a world changer. The expectations are crushing. And here's what makes it worse. You can see all the paths ahead of you, all the possibilities, all the ways you could succeed or fail. Analysis paralysis becomes a way of life. Where someone with average intelligence might simply choose a career and commit, a highly intelligent person sees the flaws in every option, the opportunity cost of every decision. They're haunted by the roads not taken, paralyzed by the knowledge that every choice eliminates infinite others. And then there's the relationship between intelligence and happiness. Research has shown something uncomfortable. After a certain point, higher intelligence doesn't correlate with greater life satisfaction. In fact, it sometimes correlates with less. Why? Because intelligence amplifies awareness. You're more aware of global problems you can't solve, more aware of systemic injustices, more aware of your own mortality, your own insignificance in the vast cosmic scope of things. Ignorance might not actually be bliss, but awareness can definitely be suffering. Highly intelligent people are also more prone to overthinking, rumination, anxiety. That brilliant mind that can solve complex equations can also construct elaborate worst-case scenarios about everything that could go wrong in life. It's the same mechanism, just pointed in a darker direction. And let's talk about something we don't discuss enough. The imposter syndrome that haunts intelligent people. You'd think being smart would make you confident, right? But it's often the opposite. Because when you're intelligent enough to understand the vastness of what you don't know, you're constantly aware of your own limitations. You're surrounded by people who think you have all the answers, while you're acutely conscious of how much you're just guessing. The smarter you are, the more you realize how much you don't know, and that can feel terrifying. Then there's the strange phenomenon of being understimulated in a world designed for average. Jobs that should be challenging become routine. Conversations that should be engaging become predictable. And before you know it, you're searching for complexity, novelty, anything to make your mind feel alive again. Some highly intelligent people turn to risky behaviors. Not because they're reckless, but because they're desperate to feel something. To quiet the noise. To find a challenge worthy of their processing power. Others retreat inward, building rich inner worlds because the external one keeps disappointing them. But here's what strikes me as the deepest cost of all. Many highly intelligent people spend their entire lives feeling like they somehow doing it wrong. Like their intelligence should be making life easier, happier, more successful. And when it doesn't, when they struggle with the same human problems as everyone else, heartbreak, purpose, belonging, they feel like they're failing at the one thing they're supposed to be good at. Being smart, but intelligence was never meant to be armor against life's difficulties. It's just a different lens through which to experience them. And sometimes, that lens makes things sharper, more painful, more complicated. The hidden cost of high intelligence is this. You're given a tool that helps you understand almost everything except how to be happy, how to connect, how to find peace in a mind that never stops moving. And maybe that's the thing we need to talk about more. Not how special intelligence is, but how hard it can be. Not how it makes you better than others, but how it makes you different. And how difference, no matter what form it takes, always comes with a price. Because at the end of the day, we're all just trying to figure out how to be human. And for those blessed or burdened with high intelligence, that might be the hardest problem they'll ever face.